Now here we are only asked to simplify the following expression. And I want you to see that the only thing we can do is to simplify the expression because there is no equal sign, so we cannot solve. So I'm not going to do the subtraction because remember, multiplication comes before addition and subtraction with the order of operations. So I'm going to clear parentheses. And to do that, I'm going to distribute the -2. So we have 3, and then -2 times 3x is -6x. -2 times -5 is +10. I then have this 5 that I have to multiply through, distribute through that x minus 7. So I have 5 times x is plus 5x. And a positive 5 times a -7 is minus 35. And then bring along the 13. So the step that remains is to combine like terms. And when I see this, I have this -6x plus 5x is a minus x. And then combining what I have this 3 plus 10 is 13, plus 13 is 26, minus 35 is a -9. So my simplified expression is -x minus 9. Okay, let's do some word problems. Number 8. A flower bed is in the shape of a triangle, and one side twice the length of the shortest side. And the third side is 30 feet more than the length of the shortest side. Find the dimensions of, or let me back that up. Find the dimensions if the perimeter is 120 feet. All right, well, let's take a look. I have a triangle. I'm supposed to find the dimension. Okay, what are you looking for? I'm looking for the dimensions. So it says that one side is twice the length of the shortest side. So I'm going to let x equal the shortest side. All right, and in my picture, that would be the shortest side. So another side is twice the length of the shortest side. So another side I'm going to label as 2x, and a third side is 30 feet more. So I'm going to add 30 feet to the shortest side. Now the perimeter is equal to 102. All right, now the perimeter means it's the distance around. So it would be the added of the 3 sides of the triangle. When I add the distances together, I'll start with the x plus the x plus 30 plus 2x is equal to 102 feet. That is the perimeter. So combining like terms, I have 4x plus 30 is equal to 100. 102. Subtract 30 from both sides. 4x, it cancels off the left, is equal to 72. And x is equal to, when you divide 72 by 4, you get 18. So the dimensions, x is going to be 18. 2x is equal to 36. That would be from this side of the triangle. And x plus 30 is going to be equal to 48. So we can state, and we should state in a sentence, the dimensions of the triangle are 18 feet. Don't forget to label the units. 36 feet and 48 feet. Moving on to the next example. Use a formula to solve this problem. Rose Parade floats travel down the 6.5-mile long parade route at a rate of 2.5 miles per hour. How long will it take the float to complete the route if there are no delays? No delays. So what we know about this example is that this involves distance, rate, and time. And we are to find t is equal to the time to complete for the floats to complete the route. All right. Well, when I look at this formula, I know that the distance is equal to 6.5 miles. I know that the rate, the R, is 2.5 miles per hour. and my t I need to find. So I'm going to plug the values into the formula. And when I do, I end up with 6.5 is equal to my rate of 2.5 times my. All right, I'm going to multiply both sides by a 10 right away, get rid of the decimals. So 65 is equal to 25 divided by 25. And I end up getting, let's divide both sides by 5. We get 13 over 5. I cancel off to the left. And since we're in decimals, I want my answer to be in decimals. So I'm going to divide 13 by 13 goes in, or 5 goes into 13 two times. I'm going to bring the decimal down so that it goes down, and 5 goes into 36 times. So it will take the float 2.6 hours or 2 hours and 30 minutes to complete the route. Let's look at the next example. Solve. The sum of 3 consecutive odd integers is 819. Find the integers. All right, so we have done examples in class of 2 consecutive integers and 2 consecutive odd integers. But let's take a look at 3 consecutive odd integers. We are supposed to find the integers. So I'm going to let x be my first integer. And it's consecutive odds, so I know that there is 2 between, I would add 2 to get to the second odd integer. And I would have to add another 2 or 4 to get to the third odd integer. So it's the sum. So I'm going to add the first, second, and the third odd integer. And I know that their sum is 819. Combining like terms, we have 3x plus 6, 819. Subtract 6 from both sides. It cancels the x off the left. And on the right, we get 813. And then divide by 3. Notice the 3's cancel on the left. And I have x is equal to 271. All right, so x is equal to 271. X plus 2 is 273. And x plus 4 is 275. Now, as a quick check, I'm just going to add these together. I have them right in a row. And that would be a 9, 1 carried the 2, 8. Does check. So I'm going to say for my answer, the integers are, notice they're all odd also. 271, 273, 270, 275. Circle my answer. Next, given the formula, A is equal to 9p plus 8p times r times t. We want to solve this for t. So I circled what I want to solve. My first step is to clear fractions and decimals. Don't have any. We would look for parentheses to clear. We don't have any parentheses. So I'm going to move through the subtraction property of the equality. I'm going to subtract 9p from both sides, which means I have 8 minus 9p is equal to, the 9p's cancel off the right, 8 times p r t. Now I want to solve for t. So that means I have to divide by the values that I'm multiplying times t, or these coefficients. So I'm going to divide both sides by 8pr, divide both sides by 8pr. Notice the division line extends under the entire left side. On the right, we will cancel 8pr. they end up with a t. And on the left, we have 8 minus 9 capital P is divided by 8PR, and we are done. So as soon as we get the variable that we are solving for alone, we have completed what we're supposed to do. Number 12. Given the formula, solve 2x minus 3y is equal to 15 for y. All right, that's what I'm trying to look for. So I'm trying to get that y alone. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 2x from both sides. So I have negative 3y is equal to, and I can write this as 15 minus 2x, or I can write this as negative 2x plus 15, which is actually standard form. They're both correct, but standard form is the second example that I wrote. Now I can divide both sides by a negative 3, or I will to make sure I get that y alone. Okay, so I'm going to put my answers up here. And I have y is equal to negative 2x plus 15 divided by negative 3. Now that is a correct answer. I have solved for y, but I can write this answer in a few different forms. I can write both the first and second term of the numerator over a negative 3. That is one example. So negative 2x over negative 3 plus 15 over negative 3. And notice that a negative divided by a negative turns it positive. And then to simplify, y I can write as 2/3 x minus 5. Now, any of these three answers are correct, but it would depend on what you would be using it for, which one you would use.